Hi there, it's Elaine here and I'm back again. This time I wanted to show you my giveaway winnings. I sometimes do buy from Your Creative Studio. This is a Your Creative Studio box. It's the July box and I won her giveaway. So I promised Amanda that I would show the contents of the box on a video, and I also, the person that I nominated as on her giveaway was Creating with Jovi, and she also received a July box, which she told me yesterday that she received hers as well. So we're both going to do an unboxing, and then I'm going to use the contents to create a collage. We were both so excited because, I mean, I do buy boxes from Amanda. I've had the last 3 boxes prior to this. So that was April, May, June. And I also had, I think, the January and February one. There was one I missed out. I basically had the last 6 months, really, other than one. I decided I wasn't going to buy any more for a little while. I like to have little breaks. I don't always buy them every single month. But this was a nice surprise, actually winning this box, because I hadn't ordered it. And also, I love getting the boxes. And so shall we start opening it? Right, there we are. Oh, look. It's a big bulldog clip. Woohoo! That is nice. I like that. That's antique copper, that is. Yummy. Oh, there's a little dinky one as well. That's an antique goldy one, or brassy one. So they're lovely. So I'm going to take them all out. No, I won't. I'm going to put it to one side. I'm going to get these out and all of those. And so we'll start with the stamps. I think, oh, this looks lovely. I think it looks like a vintage stamp because she usually has a picture on the front of the stamp pocket. Oh, look, it's a little dinky one. And then a slightly bigger one. Vintage clips. Oh, they're nice, aren't they? Let's see if I can make them show up. So they're lovely. Her stamps are always lovely. Put them over there. This is washi tape. I have used these little envelopes before, but they do get a little bashed about. So, oh, look, where's the end? Oh, this is nice. Oh, look at that. It's just, I don't know whether you can see it on my background. It's just, oh, let's see. Yeah, there we are. That's better, isn't it? So it's got clips and paper and various, oh, that's nice. I like that. So my intention is to make a collage with all these items, and I'm loving it so far. This one's another stamp, another clip stamp, probably one with normally they're bigger. Yeah, oh, look at that. And they're all different shapes. Lovely. I do love that. Let's just make sure. Oh, sorry about the glare. I'll see if I can do it without the light. Yeah, my camera. I'm just trying to refocus. Bless it. So those 3. This is a sticky note. So these look very nice. All the same. I like them. That's lovely. Definitely would like to use them. Oh, Purple. Wasn't expecting purple. Oh, no, that's not what I was going to do. Let's turn it around that way. They're beautiful. I love these sort of acetate stamps because you can obviously trim off a little bit closer to the flower, but they do blend in quite well. Life is not as bad as you think. Life is great, not as bad as you think. Yeah, so they're quite nice little sayings on that one. So we'll... Oh, it's stuck to the bench. Right, what we've got in here, a notebook, notepad, there it is. She has such beautiful papers. I must admit, I probably don't use them enough. So these, yeah, they've usually got 2 or 3 designs in here. You get quite a few of the same design. So they're lovely, aren't they? Make sure I'm in shot. Oops. Camera's not having a good time by the look of it. Right, what have we got in here? Stickers! I love stickers. Oh, I won't get them out, but there's a selection of what's in there. They look quite large actually. And I've just done a vintage car, haven't I? So, you know, I'm going to like these. These look a little bit more manly. Sometimes it is hard, and you know, you still get male friends or, you know, a family that you might want to make a card for. So they're really quite handy. Oh, they're nice. I did get them out because I wanted to see them. They're quite big. Very different sort of look to some of them. So this is sort of more transporty. That's a really old vintage car. That's kind of like one of the first ones that were invented. In England, obviously that's where I live. Me and my husband have Sky TV. And where did I put it back in there? So I'll put that back afterwards, but I'll leave them out on the top because they're so lovely. I'm going to put them on their own because otherwise they're going to just fall off all over the place. So I'll put them there, just sort of slightly out of shot. Yeah, we watched, I think it is, I don't know if it's a Sky original series called The Nevers. I think it was on Sky. If not, it's been on, you know, some channel that we normally watch on Sky. But oh, look at these. Oh, these are lovely. They're on paper, but they feel a bit kind of textured. Oh, I like these. Just little snippets of postcards, and I needed one of those for me. Margaret Miller recently used a postcard. And I actually love using the backs. Sometimes the front is a bit ugh, but I love the backs of the postcards as well. Especially if there's some really lovely, like this is really nice, sort of decorative postcard logo type things. Oh, they're pretty. Little girl and a little puppy. All the same. You usually get 2 or 3 of the same one. Oops. They're all upside down in different directions. See, look. That's pretty, isn't it? P.S. I still wait for you. Oh. All different ways up. Oh. That's cute. And birdies. They're lovely. I like those. I collect postcards, but I don't really have many vintage ones. My favourite are maps, because I'm sort of, well, the idea is I'm going to try. I didn't finish off that story, did I? I'm going to try and gather map postcards of the world. So wherever I go or anybody else goes, I always ask for some of those postcards from that area, and if they can get me a map of wherever they are, then I'll slowly gather a collection of the world, if you like. I'll probably never ever finish it, but they're like little not clipboards, but paper, a clip on paper. Some more, we call them bulldog clips. I don't quite know what other people call them, but these are bulldog clips to us here in the UK. Oh, I've got another one. I've got 2 of those. Nice. And the last thing in the box are some vellum papers. I love these. Sometimes they're stickers. I don't think they are, these ones. They do rip quite nicely, so, and I found that with vellum, the best thing to stick them down is either double-sided sticky tape or, the roller tape things, because that's the same sort of thing really. And it just sticks them down a lot easier than glue. Glue doesn't always work. I found that the glue sticks just don't hold them. And my glitter glue, you can see it, and also so it doesn't really look very nice, So that's all in my box, and I'm very happy with that. So we've got all of these. We've got those and those, and all these lovely stickers. So I was telling you the story about the Nevers. It's a sort of sci-fi kind of thing, maybe. It's set in kind of Victorian times, and around the time when things were very slow inventing, and all these people they call the Touched have all got superpowers, or have got a specific power that's been given to them by something falling from the sky or whatever. I won't give you the whole plot. It just reminded me of that because one of the ladies invented basically a motorised vehicle, and she was whizzing around in it. It's really, really interesting. An unusual kind of story. So we watched the first series. That's finished now. So yes, we've got quite a nice array of goodies here. That one came out of that one. That's the book. That's those. And they're pretty. I was quite surprised about the purple really, because these all look kind of browns and touches of red really. Yeah, but they're all lovely, so I'm really pleased with that. I will pack these away, and then I'll see if I can come up with something to go in one of my journals. Oh yeah, I've got the washi tape. The washi tape. I'll be right back. Right, so I've pulled out a few things. I bought this very recently. It only came a day or so ago from the lovely Corey from cocos.cornucopia on Instagram, and I will put a link to her IG account down in the description box below. She's made some ledger journals with old Ladybird books. Now in the UK, when we were at school, sort of 5 years onwards, we used Ladybird books for maths and English and various. So they were our learning books at the time. I'm talking about back in the 60s for me, obviously, because I'm old. She found a number of them, and she's actually made ledger journals out of them. She's used her cinch to put the wires on, and she has them in her store. Coco's Cornucopia is her store. Crafty Coco is her actual IG account where she puts her, when she's putting her own collages up and that. And so I thought I would use this book and my new clip to do a little mini collage in it. So this is just a sticky note, so I was able to put that on there. So I've used one of these. I'll put that in there. I've got some stickers out. I think you can see them. I've got the Diddy little stamp. So I've had a little play. So I think we're going to use, this is one of the postcard packs. I found one that's got a slight purpley colour, so I can use the purple flowers. And I found I didn't want to do a vintage car. I decided to use one of these little, I think it is a bike that you sit on and you pedal. I think there's pedals there. I'm not really sure. It's like a little coach type. I think it's a bike anyway. Obviously this is a penny farthing. And I thought I would use one of those. And I'm going to stamp, I think I'm going to stamp that on there. So we can start by doing that. So we'll take them off for now. I will stick that down, but I think I want to do the stamp first. So I've got my vintage photo out. The only one I have here is the oxides. I've got the distress ink in the house. So I'll load it up. Just make sure it's stamping okay. And that I've loaded it properly. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely. Totally gorgeous. Oh, sorry about that. I dropped it. So I'm going to, let's put my lid back on. Don't want it drying out. No, I don't think I've got any small ones up here, but blocks. So I want that there. Actually, let's just, just put my finger on it now. Just put my finger on it. I'll just load it up a little bit again. And I want it to sit about here. I'm going to drop it down a little bit. Nice. And then that can sit. So it looks like it's holding it. Like that. I'll let it dry for a minute. I had trouble getting the little bit of plastic off the back. Look how sticky it is. Oh my goodness. Come off. And I kept pulling the actual stamp off the block, off this bit, the foam part. So I don't know what's going on there, but it was a right devil to get off. And I usually put it back, you see, so it doesn't stick on everything. They've dried, but that isn't dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one down first. Like that, because everything else is going to be on top, so just stick this down. So I want, oh, it's stuck to me, get off. About here. I don't want to smudge it because it still looks wet. Not that anything dries up here anyway. Right, now then. I know there's a little bit of sticky on there, but it won't hold the whole thing. I want the whole thing stuck down. So I'm just going to put some glue on this. Come off. I'm going to line it up with the edge of the cinch thingies, wires, thingies, more technical terms, thingies. Get my cloth out. Don't smudge the thingy, Elaine. I've still got stuff strewn about from the last video. Right, so I quite like her there. And she's going to be standing there somewhere. Not sure if I like it all the way over there. Maybe we'll put on the edge. I like this one down here. Where did I want you? I think I'll put this a little bit low actually. So all the rest are stickers. So I shouldn't need that anymore, hopefully. And I've got my washi tape. Now, where do I want my washi tape? I'm going to just take the end off because it's straight. We don't need that. Where shall I put my washi tape? I think I might put some under here. Let's go that way. I quite like that ticket there. Let's see if we can. Actually, we might put it. No, because it will disappear on under it then. It's very similar colours, so it's a bit hard really. Maybe we'll go that way. Like that. Now, one thing I found with washi tape, as long as you burnish it down really well, you don't always need to put glue on it. It depends on the sticky on the tape really. I kind of want to see this a little bit, but it's mainly about her here. I think I need that bit. Antique bikes. Where's me? Don't tell me I've dropped it off. Do I do that? I do it every time, don't I? Where's it gone? Don't tell me I've knocked it off. Not paying attention and I've probably dragged it off. I know, you's all shouting at me probably. Yes, it was over here. I've looked on the floor, I looked everywhere, got back up, the page had turned over, obviously because I'd looked, and there it was, sitting there, just there. But you probably could all see it, and I couldn't, because I'm daft. But there we are, things happen. I kind of like the 5 on that, so I think we'll put that on there. Let's see if we can get it apart. I should do. Let's come in. Oh, take my glasses back off, might help. Sorry if I made the mic make a funny noise as I reached over. Right, we want the 5 here. Doesn't matter if it goes over there. Where's my... I think I might do it on the other side. I'm worried because it's got quite a point on my bone folder. I'm worried I'm going to rip it. Right, I've got dirty hands now. Probably from the ink. There we go. Luckily I have got some nails at the moment. Except for that one, I broke that one yesterday. They were all really long and I thought, yeah, I know, I'll paint them. Because they're all long. Usually I always have 1 or 2 that have broke. Before I had a chance to paint them, I broke it. Let me just put it on here so I can work out where I want it. This is an awkward one, this is. Trying to get it straight. I wonder if I put it down, whether I can make sure it's straight before I glue it, stick it down. Doesn't look too bad, but I don't know whether I've got a crease here. Yes, I do. This one's very difficult. This one's very difficult. Right, now I've stuck it back on itself there. Right, there we are. That's not too bad. I think I can live with that. Just about. The thing is that if you burnish it down, all the edges disappear a lot easier, as long as they're not too big. If they're really big, then sometimes it doesn't. So I'll do that to the washi tape as well. Right, so we've got to put her on because I liked her. I don't know whether to have her higher up. I want her standing here somewhere, but then I want the purple flower. I don't know which one to have. I think I'll have that one. Let's get them out. Let's put that in there. That one's quite nice. Or this one here. And we could put a little one as well. I've tried to choose a postmark that looks kind of purpley. It's not as blue. It does look a little bit more purpley, so I thought these would go better with it then. And that's me, I'm just so OTT. So I think we'll go with, we was going to go with that one actually, weren't we? But I think the straighter one, I don't know. Maybe we'll go with that one. Yeah. Come off. Get your fingers out of the way, it's easier to do it like this. They're nice, aren't they? They're a little bit shiny though, that's the only thing I don't like about them. They're very shiny, where all the other washi stickers tend to be matte. But, I mean, the only way to get rid of that really is to probably put some matte medium over the top of it. But you'd have to do the whole page, but then that would run, so I don't want to do that. I don't mind a little bit shiny, it doesn't bother me too much. So shall we put her there? Like that, I think. That looks nice, doesn't it? Another attempt at trying to get it apart. Oh, actually it's already done it. Wonderful. So I'm going to stick her down here because I want to line her dress up. Whoops, come off. Bring it all off with you. So that she doesn't go over the thingy bob too much. Bulldog clip. I don't want it too near the edge. But I think she's a little tiny bit over the edge. I'll just have to trim that off. I will just have to trim her off. It's mainly white anyway. There we go. It's mainly the border, not much of her. There we go. I think, was I touching the... I did, sorry about that. I touched it with my head. Right, I think actually we might need to put another purple on somewhere. So do I want that little one there, like that? Or maybe going that way? No, it covers that up. You could put that little one there like that. There's these little tiny bits of flower that are floating off. That might be quite nice. I do quite like this one as well. What about that one? Because that's got actually a leaf on there. It's coming along nicely, isn't it? This one's going to be a bit of a pain. Get it to go round the bicycle. That should work, hopefully. Yes, that's nice, isn't it? Try not to hit the camera this time. There we are. I don't know whether to... I might like you to use... that one's quite nice that way. This one... No, I like that one because I can go along the edge of this here. It's the right shape. You can sort of follow the line as long as it doesn't go off the edge, which it doesn't. The plastic does, but it doesn't. We can trim that off. I'm not one for leaving it on my scissors because I'll forget and then I'll get annoyed because they're all sticky. I hate sticky scissors. So put them away for a minute. Do we want a little tiny floaty thing here? Yes, I think we do. So we'll put that one up there. Floating. And maybe one of these. No, the other way. I want one the other way. Oh, they're going the same way. Like that. It's amazing how just a tiny bit of colour and adding just those small elements completely changes the collage. And it's just something I love about collaging, is the fact that you get a very basic sort of base to the collage, and then you think, well, it needs something more. It's not quite right, it's not quite finished. And these little elements do that. It just adds that little pop of colour. So I think we might just pop one down here. A little tiny sort of one like that, a smaller version of that at the top. And we'll pop it sideways like that, I think. So then you've got a purple triangle. So you've ended up with, see, all this bit is together really, so that you class that as a one little cluster together. You've got this element, and then this tiny little element over here makes you a little triangle. And I think that is it. It's also known when to stop, when there's enough. You know, you've got a blank bit here. You don't need to fill that. You've surrounded this part. You had straight edges, but that's a straight edge. This is covered, this straight edge. Most of this straight edge is covered. This edge is covered. She's standing on that edge. And the washi tape is just sitting there, you know, doing its stuff. I'm quite happy with that. I love the little pop of purple. That's really nice. There's a tiny little bit of yellow in the washi tape, but that's fine. Yellow and purple are fine together. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I've got quite a few videos that I need to catch up on. Some on my Margaret Millers, and I'd like to do a Carrie's prompt. So there we are. I'm really pleased with my new clip because it suits my book, and yeah, that's my front pages. You couldn't do it because I had it clip shut, but Corey sent me this. There's a note on the back of this, but I can't actually read it, but I know it's just, hope you enjoy using the journal, that sort of thing. And then she sent me this cluster, and I've added the mushroom and the poppy because obviously it's the front of my book, and what do I love? Yes, red. So I found a nice different colours in this sticker, had a bit of music tape paper, and this also came out of one of the Your Creative Studio book boxes. Not sure if it was recent or not, I'm not sure. It might have been June's or May's or something, I can't remember. But yeah, so that's my first page. I've got to find it again now. Where was it? I took my clip out, didn't I? That was silly, Elaine. You've taken your clip out and now you've got to find it. Quite near the back, I think. This is my book. I can't show you too much because there is some other things in here that I don't want to show you yet. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know. I'll tell you which one it is my favourite. Ledger paper. It's mainly full of ledger paper, and these come out of the actual book itself. And oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. So we'll call that a day. So I hope you like my little collage after my unboxing. And I've told Amanda that I'll let her know once it's up on YouTube. So I will do that. And I hope to see you very soon in the next one. Thank you for watching. And stay safe, keep well. And I'll say bye for now.